recording. Hi, I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Three Trail Stitchers. Welcome to our Flosstube channel about cross stitch. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. You haven't left us yet, so we must not be that terrible.
So that's your own fault.
So we're recording on Sunday again. So we're not technically, because we do Saturday or Sunday, we're not technically late. But yesterday we did Memorial Day stuff with our mom and visited the cemeteries and that stuff. And then this morning we went and saw A Quiet Place 2 at the movies. Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. Breaking 2. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So we went and saw that this morning. So that's our second Whitney
movie.
and I's second time back in the theaters. Sarah's first time. So, and it was a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it.
That's good.
Other than that, I have stitching to show, but I don't have a ton because this week at work was really busy, crazy busy. So, and Sarah's now almost done with work. So,
And I'm never done with work.
Whitney's never done with work. So, it's getting there. Summer's creeping closer and closer. Probably if you're a teacher who's anywhere in the Midwest, you're already out. So I have another week. So I have more than a week, but with kids a week. All right, so we will get into our cross stitch because we're gonna make this a quick one. We always say that. So sure, we will.
It's gonna be quick. Sure.
Finishes. Anyone have a finish? I have a finish.
You have to go first. The order.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
My finish is tiny, but I am doing the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Welcome to the Parks, I think is this one. It's 6 different blocks, but I'm going to stitch them separately and kind of make them, frame them somehow as postcards. But I finished Saguaro, other than this petroglyph has some backstitch, but I, for some reason, didn't kit white. When I kitted all this stuff, I didn't kit in white. I'm sure I thought I would just grab it. So when I go to do Everglades, the next one, I will backstitch that. So this is my
It's really cute. It is cute.
teeny finish. I kind of wish I'd done it on 14 just because it would have been bigger, but I kind of like the stitches. I think it fills it in more.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Very cute. I love the colors. I like cacti. So that was my finish. And this is on 16 count, just fiddler's cloth. So I plan to do them all, but I'm in no rush to finish those. So, and that was part of my Stitch the Parks May. That's my finish.
I don't have any finishes. I don't have a finish either. So now you have to do your whips.
Now let's move on to my whips. Like I said, I did not stitch a great deal because we had a book distribution event at my school that was like Monday. We set up for it Monday. It was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday was field day. And I did field day all day. So it was a busy week. So, but I did start, after I finished Saguaro, I started the second block of the Little Dove Designs, Follow the Yellow Brick Road, Sal. And the second block is, of course, the Scarecrow, because that's the second, or that's the first real character. Well, second character, I guess. She meets Glinda and the Munchkins, and then
Yeah.
she eases on down the road. She met the Scarecrow. Well, I always liked the Scarecrow, Ray Bolger. I feel like he came to a school. I don't know if it was my school when I was in elementary school. Do you remember Ray Bolger visiting?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it was my school, if it was another school in the district, but I think he lived somewhere.
Have you been drinking again?
No, we really did. Ray Bolger. Anyway, so that's
like because he lived somewhere.
I think he lived here or something. I just remember that. Anyway, apparently I'm crazy. So I'm working. I got this Yellow Brick Road. Like these blocks are easy to stitch, but there's a lot of stitching. So the Yellow Brick Road is like 4 colors, and then the fence is 2 colors. And now these are these sunflowers that are going to come up, and this is the Scarecrow's body, and so it goes up, and then his head's between those, and so I don't know.
like that she appears to be doing it in the order of the characters.
Yeah, I was telling Sarah, so I don't know if it'll be, because in my mind it should be the Tin Man's next, which I think I'm going to stitch in Diamant, but I think the Tin Man should be next, and then you can either go witch because the witch appears and, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what about you? And that part. Or you could go Cowardly Lion, Witch, and then Emerald City, or you could go Emerald City. So I'm curious to see what
Because
order she goes
if you
in.
do the witch after you meet Cowardly Lion, you can include the flying monkeys.
That's
If
true.
you
Yeah.
do it before, the flying monkeys
They're
aren't
not
there
there.
yet.
I'll be curious to see what order she goes in. And I really I got the second part of the Satsuma Street Oz Sao, which I have not started yet, but I will at some point in 2030. Too many plans. And the second part is it tells me that she's basing it off of the book. So I really like that this is more the movie and hers is more the book, because it
that's
makes them
neat.
both kind of
Different.
special.
Yeah.
and different. So anyway, so that's what I worked on. That's all I worked on.
Lazy.
I know, I feel lazy.
Okay,
I feel
so
tired.
I know.
Mm.
I worked on my Witchy Stitcher Happy Halloween Ouija board. And you can't see what I worked on because I moved my Q snap. But basically,
Yeah,
I just
basically
have
everything.
the bottom corner, there's a jack-o'-lantern down there and a few little bits of letters left on it.
Looks really good. I love it on that fabric.
And then
do too.
I really enjoyed
Oh
it.
wow, you got a lot done on that.
What?
And then
Whoa.
I bought the Fat Quarter Shop, their sail away stitch along, and all 5 parts are out now. So I've done it kind of differently because I haven't had to move my Q snap. But this is a little sailboat. And then there's a lighthouse over here and a little.
That's really good.
Seagull.
I love the chain.
I do too.
Yeah, I really liked it, and it's just on like stiff Ada.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
that
just like a
color is
light blue.
perfect.
It's
perfect,
I
yeah.
really like that.
So those are my 2 wits.
Yeah, you got a lot of, and that's gonna be a pretty good size.
Yeah, it's bigger than I thought it was.
Every project.
Every project I start, I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. Then I'm like, well, that's bigger than I thought. So I have no concept of measurement at all.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's it.
Okay, I didn't stitch a whole lot. I stitched quite a bit last Sunday. I got a little bit further on Hedgehog Meadow. I love my little hedgehogs. I love the little spikes on this one. So cute.
I love the toadstool.
I love the
Yeah.
toadstool too. And there's
That color looks really good. on
a
that.
couple, I think there's 1 or 2 more toadstools. Yeah, I'm loving this color. And then the third part of Cozy Cafe came out. And so I started it because I really want to try and keep up on this one.
It's Earl Grey tea.
It's
It's
Earl
a
Grey
teacup,
tea,
right?
and it's a teacup, and it's like kind of like
the blue willow. Is that what it's
I
called?
always want to say Wedgwood, but I don't.
Yeah.
That's a type of china. I don't know. It reminds us both a lot of our mom because our mom collects the blue and white plates and teacups and all
Yeah.
that stuff. She did as we were growing up. Hopefully.
Yeah,
So,
she'll scratch your back.
hi, Tweety. I know.
I like it.
I do too. So
I
it's
need
just-
to get back to it.
Yeah.
this is probably what I'll work
there.
on tonight because I want to try and stay caught up on it. And then, yeah.
My stitch along mountain has collapsed around me. I mean, I did finish the Dreaming Frida,
Yeah.
and then we'll be caught up on this. But
So you're not doing too
See, if you
bad.
use that
The-
little notebook I gave you,
yeah,
keep track of
the
all that
wreath,
shit.
the wreath is gonna wait. I think it's gonna be like a Christmas in July project. And then what other ones do I have? Oh, Made to Create. I'm really off the rails on that one. You know why? Because I messed up the tape measure. And I don't wanna
Oh,
face
that's
it.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be fine. And I'll probably go back to it at some point, but I know I'll go back to it because I don't like to leave things unfinished. But
Not like me that has a million unfinished.
yeah, but I feel
projects.
like you will finish them.
I probably
Maybe.
So I would love to start the Satsuma Street, but I feel like I want to finish stitch alongs before I start something else. We just
Yeah.
keep moving our quick trip drinks.
not.
There was
I
there was a meme online, which this is Quick Trip, but we have lots of Sonics. I'm sure you probably do in your area too, but that it was like buying a Sonic drink for someone is how you say I love you in Missouri.
It's true.
And it's so true. It's same as for Quick Trip. Like if somebody shows up with a Quick Trip drink for you, you're like, oh, you do love me.
You like me. You love me.
So anyway, so that is what we stitched. And this is just also on Fiddler's Cloth because I went through a Fiddler's Cloth stage that I'm still in. So
Oh, I bought like 4 of the 16 count when I find them, so I can.
Yeah, I have them too.
It's really
Look,
nice.
girl.
It's really nice to stitch on. I really like the 16 count fiddler's cloth.
Yeah, and it's harder to find.
Yeah. But for now, that's what I'll stitch on.
Whatever.
She's clawed the other side of my back. So good now. Thank you.
Oh, you pushed
I didn't get closer, I leaned.
did.
I think that was
Animal cruelty.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So, haul. Right?
right.
Yeah, haul. Oh, that's me.
It's you.
Apparently, I shouldn't be first.
Order.
I haven't bought a ton, but I did buy a couple patterns online. I bought Wild Violet cross stitch. I don't know. I took pictures, so I don't know why I'm doing this. The Stitcher tarot card, which I really like. I don't know. if
Yeah,
you
I
can see
do
it.
like that. That's neat.
Sorry, our camera's far away. It's kind of hard to see. I bought 2 My Favorite Murder patterns. This one's by Sassy Sue's Shop, and it has a bad word in it, so it basically
Warning.
just I'm gonna try to cover it. I think you're not even gonna be
can't,
able to see it.
yeah.
So it's basically says, "Here's the thing, blank everyone." And then the last one I bought is this one, which is from Meredith Designs, and it says, "Don't worry, it gets worse,"
Oh,
which is how
Oh,
my
that's
week
so
has
sad,
been,
yeah.
right? That's how my whole week has been. So, so I bought those, and then I also finally bought cross stitch for the earth from Emma Congdon or Stitch Rovia. So I really want to get cross stitch for the soul, but you've seen this because people have done flip throughs, so I'm not going to do that. But I really like. This is the one I bought it for, but then there's a million in here that I would like to stitch.
yeah, there are some new ones.
So I love that one. The world is full of magic. Now I'm doing a flip through after I said I wasn't gonna do a flip
I love
through.
that one.
Sarah likes the enjoy all the little things with all the little
All the little
snails
critters.
and critters. So anyway, it's a beautiful book. The patterns look really easy to follow, and I'm excited to stitch something from it. So if you don't have it, I mean, I'm probably the last person who doesn't. So
I mean, I don't have it.
yeah. Well. But if you don't have it, I recommend it. And I will be getting cross stitch for the soul. I think that's it. Oh, what do you want to show our? If you have not gotten your fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me, avert your gaze. Don't look.
And I forgot mine.
Don't
so.
But I think she already put the spoiler thing up in the
Yeah,
group.
Yeah,
I
she
think
did.
so.
So it is Stonehenge, and we both have 16 count
Carrie and I
Stonehenge.
both have 16 count Stonehenge. So here's
But
my
they must be like
Stonehenge,
different die group style lots. So mine is much more solid.
whereas mine's got more
Sarah's has more
modeling.
brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold it up, fold it over.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I think it's quite a bit different. Well, not that look that different on camera, but
Well, it
Well, no,
does.
but the
yeah.
more I look at it,
In
it also
person, it's
makes
very
me think
different.
of, I think this will work for what I want. So
yeah,
don't wanna
I do
trade
like
you.
that. I like them both. But anyway, of course, her fabric's really pretty. So
There it is.
It is. I
yeah,
love
if
the
you
fabric.
can't tell, we like the Stitch Me fabric. I just bought more. So Sarah bought more.
And I forgot.
Whitney forgot the sale.
I forgot about the
Yeah, and I thought I only bought one, but I bought 2, but I'm not sad.
It's
No,
easy to do.
Not sad.
So
It's easy to do. 'cause
I don't
you're-
have any haul.
you don't have any haul? Okay. So I have been looking for a pattern for Carrie's birthday start. Because at first I thought it was supposed to be like, I don't know. I thought
inspirational.
yeah, I thought I had to
Doesn't
pick
have to
something
be.
inspirational and like be
It
super
doesn't have to
smart
be.
like her. And then I decided, you know what? It's my stitch.
I mean, I am super. I'm glad she admitted
She
it.
admitted it on camera, like everybody heard it.
Yeah.
Well, when you have a knife in your side, you have to say what you want to say. But then I decided, you know what? My favorite movie in the entire world is Young Frankenstein, and by Mel Brooks, the great Mel Brooks. And if I'm sad or if I'm bummed, or I can turn it on at any time, and at random times, I can be found quoting this movie for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So I put in Young Frankenstein into Etsy thinking I probably wasn't going to find anything. And I found a pattern that's just all quotes. And there's one I'm going to change.
Who's it by? Is that?
This
that
is
person
by, I
unexpected?
think it's Unexpected Hobby. Yeah. And it's called Put the Candle Back, which if you've ever seen it, if you haven't seen the movie, do yourself a favor and go watch it. Okay. I don't care what you think.
I know, I like
It's
it.
a
I
good
think it's
movie.
good.
Yeah, whatever. It's the best movie on the planet.
Oh, okay,
All right.
sure.
Anyway, my absolute most favorite line in it is when Igor brings the brain back and they figure out it's a rotten brain. And so Dr. Frankenstein is saying, whose brain is this?
Watching
And he
my
says,
chat.
Abby someone. And he says, Abby who? And he says, Abby normal. And so I need to add that quote. They're laughing at the cats. I don't care. You all pay attention to me. Don't pay attention to them. So anyway, but this got me so excited. And so I think I'm going to, Carrie's kind of, it looks like it's done like in black on like a white background, but I think I'm going to do it on this.
And do the
Yeah.
And
words
do
in
the
white.
words like in, well, I don't know if I want
Or
white
orange
or,
or-
well, I was thinking like ecru even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something really kind of that tone of like a black and white movie. And then, I don't know, I went a little crazy this week. So I, Wild Violet cross stitch, I bought 3 of her patterns. So I bought these stitching coffins
Those are cool.
and I really want to make them into coffin pillows. And then I bought hedgehogs.
Oh, that's
So
cute.
cute.
And then I'm like
Yeah.
obsessed right now with needle books and things. I've made like a whole 2 or 3, I think. But like I want to make a bunch this summer. So I bought Primitive, Tarot, Notions, and Needle Book.
Love that.
I do too. That's really neat.
Michelle Bendy stitched that and she did it in this really neat overdyed thread that was like sort of teal and green, and because it's all, it's just one color.
Yeah, no, I
It
really
looks
want to,
really
yeah,
neat.
because I don't know that I want to just do it in black. I think I want to find like a color that really.
It's really neat.
And then because I'm loving the Cozy Cafe, I bought the Sweet as Pie Sow that they from Frosted Pumpkin.
It's so cute.
It is cute.
And because nothing can travel on the internet alone,
This is cute.
I
too.
bought the
Super
Leaning
adorable.
Tower of Macarons. I think that's it. Yeah. So I went a little crazy on PDFs this week, but I don't care. I'm happy.
There you go.
I'm happy. That's it. That's my entire. Well,
I need to step up my haul.
I have something coming from Fire Poppies. That's it. That's all I can say.
All right. So plans. My only real plan is to finish up The Wizard of Oz, Follow the Yellow Brick Road, Sal. The tea. I have to always have tea. And then on my birthday, which is
Wednesday.
I don't
No, it's
know.
not. It's Thursday.
Now I had it messed up last year. You guys can't do this.
Thursday.
It's Thursday. It's June 3rd, which will
Yeah.
be Thursday
Okay.
because Monday.
I don't know because I'm just trying to make it through the last week.
and
of
I have to
school,
work on Tuesday the 1st.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
right.
that's my
It's
birthday.
Thursday.
So on June 3rd, I'm going to start my birthday stitch, which is Tumbleweeds, it's Little House Needleworks. The Calamity Jane quote. It says, I figure if a girl wants to be a legend, she should just go ahead and be one. I'm going to do it on You Stitch Me? Honey. I think it's honey.
Ooh,
Which,
that will be
yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
It looks pretty similar to what
Yeah.
this is. So
Yeah.
I'm doing it with DMC, so these are the colors, because the variegated were not super variegated, so I figured why not just buy the DMC. So if you want to stitch along on my birthday, Sal, you do not have to, but Sarah will put the hashtag, I think she put it in last week's video or the
I
week
did,
before.
which means I got to go back and look at what the hashtag was.
And we will, we're just starting. So it can be a quote. It can be a quote that means something to you, or it can just be a favorite quote. It can be something that just has words.
it can be every quote from your favorite movie.
It can
It
be
could be
Whitney's.
just be a Ouija board.
Yeah. If you're stitching a sampler that has a good quote on it, feel free. Or if you don't want to stitch along,
That's okay.
that's okay too. It's just, for
Right.
me, it's just kind of a fun way to, because my birthday is June 3rd, like I've never really, I mean, of course, when I worked retail, I worked on my birthday, but I was never in school on my birthday. As a teacher, I don't usually, I think one other year, but we've gone
Yeah.
so late this year that I'm like, not like you can take off, the last week of school either.
Right,
So.
yeah, that's true.
So it's just something fun to look forward to doing Thursday. I was going to start a Memorial Day piece because my grandfather's birthday is tomorrow, but I'm not going to because I'm just kind of struggling this year with his birthday. So another year. So,
But that's okay.
yeah.
We could start Mimi and Papa piece on their anniversary.
Yeah,
August
that's true, in
13th,
August,
So maybe
yeah.
we could do that instead.
So this is my only
Or
start
Veterans
coming up.
Day.
Yes.
Veterans Day,
Yeah,
yeah.
So this is my only start I have planned. I would like to get back to my stitch alongs, but then again, I also want to stitch some, there's some Little House needlework stuff that I've also wanted to stitch. So I think June's just kind of be whatever I feel like stitching month.
Yeah.
Because
same.
in July, I want to catch up on my wreath.
Yeah,
So
that makes
feel
sense.
guilty about my wreath.
My plans are just to keep working on my 2 whips.
Have you been doing the 25 minutes?
Yeah, I've actually been doing probably like an hour on
Yeah.
each one because I usually stitch for a couple hours when I get off work and then
Yeah.
for a couple hours after I get off, get done with dinner. So I work on one right after work and then one right after dinner. So, but I like doing like touching each piece every day though. Like I think that helps. Then I don't feel so overwhelmed if I want to start more than one thing. At least I can see stuff getting done on. So
Yeah.
I don't have any new plans, new starts or
Well, yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah.
going to finish that pretty quick. Like,
yeah. And
Yeah,
then I may
Ouija
do
board.
a pastel one because I'm all about
I
the
really
Ouija
would
boards
like,
right now.
your Ouija boards have made me really want to stitch.
I want to
one.
do one.
So,
They've
and
been
I
fun
would
to
do
do,
one in
and
pastel.
I actually found one and I
Pastel
haven't
one.
bought it yet, but it doesn't have a border. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
ooh, that would be nice because
Yeah.
the border is like, to me, the worst part
Yeah.
is doing the border. 'cause
Yeah.
it
In
takes the
any
longest.
project, that's me.
Yeah.
So I did find a Ouija board that does not have a border on it that I may do in pastels.
I'm not a
So-
border person.
Mhm.
Although I will say this border on this Wizard of Oz, which I did
That's
first,
fun.
was a fun border
Yeah.
to stitch. I really
Yeah,
liked
that's a
it.
fun one.
It did not get too monotonous. So,
Okay.
but I'm not a big border person either.
Yeah.
Plans?
My plan is to finish my part 3 on my Cozy Cafe, to keep stitching on my hedgehogs, and then on your birthday, I'm going to start my Young Frankenstein quotes.
I may look and see if I can find a quote.
You could do that. Don't worry, it gets worse.
That's true. That's a
I
good
love that
idea.
one because it's just
It's
so
perfect.
like,
It's my favorite T-shirt I bought.
yeah,
one
it
time.
sounds really defeatist, but and it's like, oh, don't worry, it gets worse.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good idea.
So those are our plans. If you want to join the SAL, just look below and Sarah will put that hashtag.
I'm pretty
in there.
sure it's
TTS
Carrie
Carrie
B-Day
B-Day
Sal.
SAL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so. And then probably, I'm thinking in July, we're gonna get back to our designer of the month.
Yeah.
Because we've kind of missed doing that, so.
yeah.
Anyway, and some people have given us suggestions. So if you have suggestions
Oh,
for a
good.
designer that you like, then by all means,
Yeah,
drop
let
it
us know.
below. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry I
absolutely.
didn't answer comments this week. I try to be better about it and do, pick a night and sit down and answer comments, but this week was just nuts. So, and
Well,
I can't
and
say next week will be
It's all
better.
on Carrie because there's 3 of us, so
Right, so
it's all Carrie's
Carrie.
fault they
It's
didn't
all-
get
it's all her
answered.
fault.
No, I like answering them, but it just didn't happen. All right, so, last week my cats are losing their minds.
They really are. What is up with them?
I don't know. I think it's because I have those windows open. I don't know.
Oh.
So last week we announced a giveaway for reaching 600 subscribers. Well, wonders never cease.
Right.
I can't believe 600 people want to
600
watch
people
us.
wanna
So,
watch us.
but we're very thankful for you guys. So we chose our winner. We forgot the stuff. So you're getting a grind guard and you're getting a pattern.
And it'll be a surprise.
But because we got together, like things are at different people's houses and we just
Yeah,
forgot.
and we
so,
just forgot.
So it will be a little surprise to get in the mail. So our winner is
Our winner is Pam Johnson. And she said, I never thought I would stitch a sampler, but when I saw Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, she had to get it. And also she never thought she'd stitch a full coverage, but have 2 for her daughters. And she's thinking about getting Q snaps. She
love
wanted
Q
scrolls framed,
Mhm.
but not sure she wants to spend that much money, which I totally understand. And she loves our Flosstube. Thank you very much, Pam. So Pam Johnson, I will reply to your comment. Just send us you can either DM your address to us at our Instagram, Three Trails Stitchers Instagram page, or you can email it to us at threetrailsstitchers@gmail.com. But I will put that in the comment too. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
and anytime you
congratulations.
need to reach us, you can message us. You can message me individually if you want. I'm Trail Stitcher Carrie. You can do our Instagram page, or you can email us and we'll check it. So one of us is
One of
bound
us
to
is
check the
checking.
email.
Yeah.
So congratulations and thank you so much for subscribing and coming back. So it's just always boggles my mind. I think it
I know,
boggles our
who would've-
mom's mind.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, but we're glad that you want to hang out with us and see our stitching. And summer's coming, so my stitching will definitely pick up because I stitch way more. And actually during
Yeah.
the school year, I stitch more, but the last couple weeks of school, I just no.
Well, it's busy. Yeah.
Too crazy.
So if you do not want to hear our abbreviated, it's going to be abbreviated, I promise, because we're going to make this a shorter one. It's probably already like 2 hours long.
Right.
It's
Our media corner where we talk about what we're reading, watching, or listening to. If you don't want to hear that, you can click, hit the road. You don't have to stick around. We won't take it personally. But if you do want to hear that, we're going to start talking about it right now. So what am I reading? I finished Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered by the ladies of My Favorite Murder, and I really enjoyed it. And I picked up Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I don't know. I'm on like this sort of like self-help kind of a kick. I don't know. I think it's just my brain right now. So, and I'm enjoying it. It's more like a memoir, really. And they're shorter chapters, just different moments in her life, and I am enjoying it. So we'll see. And then listening to, I said I was going to remember what I listened to, and I can't remember. I listened to a podcast called Anatomy of a Murder. And it was pretty good. They look at a different case. That's like a ex-prosecutor, a person who was a prosecutor, and then
I
maybe
heard that one advertised.
yeah, and then like a detective, a police
And they kind
officer.
of show where things went.
Yeah,
right
it's
or
pretty
went wrong.
interesting.
Oh, that would be interesting.
What else did I listen to? That might be about it. I started listening to Whitney's suggestion of that Strange and Unexplained. And so I was listening to that first episode, The Watcher House.
It's so
totally bizarre.
creepy. It's
Like if I was getting
so bizarre.
random letters, I'd be
Yeah.
like, see ya. I'm going to be staying somewhere else for a
right.
while.
Yeah. It's a good one.
And then watching basically this week, I've been watching The Office because like I was not in a great mental space. And like towards this time of the year or end of the year, I need something funny. And so sometimes I'll watch like Parks and Rec or something. And I've never like I watched The Office when it was on, and I've watched an episode here and there, but I've never rewatched it start to finish. So it's on Peacock. I have to watch commercials, but it's fine. They're not that bad.
They're not terrible.
And I'm really enjoying rewatching it. Like I remember why I loved it so much when it was on. So I think I'm like halfway through season 2. So
I need to watch that. I've never watched
it's
it.
just funny. I think anyone who's ever worked, and I don't even think it needs to be an office. I think it can be like if you ever worked at a retail establishment or someplace like where you worked with all different kinds of people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And just like everybody's like strange quirks and stuff. And I'm sure you guys have seen The Office, so we don't even talk about it. But that's what I have been watching, and I'm enjoying it.
Okay, me. I'm not reading anything. I listened to more podcasts this week than I did watch TV because I couldn't find anything
Yeah, I know. It's
worth watching until yesterday when the Yellowstone marathon started, and I have been watching it
You're
since
all
yesterday. It's probably like my all-time favorite show.
oh,
All right.
Like I love it that much.
so long, Supernatural.
Yeah, Supernatural would come in like it's a close race, but I
Wow.
Oh,
really
those are
love
some
it.
bold words.
Those are
It's-
bold.
I love it. If you watch it,
Those could
it's-
get you kicked out of the house.
It's amazing though. Like
Yeah.
it's
All
great.
right, I'll do
So
that.
I found a new podcast called A Paranormal Chicks, and it's 2 best friends from Mississippi. It's basically like if we tried to do a podcast,
Can
it
you
would be
imagine?
this. But one of them tells a true crime story, and the other one tells a paranormal story.
Oh, okay.
In each episode, they are hilarious.
I started it too.
They're so funny. And then I listened to another one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I listened to Morbid, and then there were 2 ones. That's Spooky is another like spooky true crime paranormal. I listened to 1 episode of it.
It's
And
called That's Spooky.
That's Spooky, yeah. And the other one, I can't find it.
I know, I wish Apple Podcasts would put it in order of like what you listened to last.
Yes, because it would be Crime Weekly, I think was the other one that I listened to that is just a true crime. But check out a Paranormal Chicks. They're hilarious. They're just silly funny, like we get. Like,
Yeah.
they get tickled easily
I
and-
think a podcast would be so fun, but it would just be us like sitting there talking.
What
about
was the
random
one
things.
you and I talked about starting? We were gonna wait and start together when we go on our trip. Oh, the Bailey Sarian.
the Dark History one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All
I
right.
was thinking, you go ahead because I was thinking
Okay.
there was another one. I was
So after I finished the Lightfall book, I haven't read anything else. I have some things I'm hoping to read over the summer, and I watched A Quiet Place this week so that I'd be ready for part 2 when we went to the movies. I feel like I don't feel like I really watched a whole lot. But on the way back and forth to work, I did listen to a couple more episodes of Morbid. I'm all caught up on Strange and Unexplained, and she had a bonus episode called Murder in Alliance, Dead in the Water. And it's a new podcast this girl is starting, which I think she does other podcasts. I wish I knew better. But it's a murder. Basically, they're trying to prove this guy, he has spent 20 years in prison, and it's a very good chance he didn't do it.
Yes, I started listening to what's the name of it? Because I think I started
Murder in
listening-
Alliance.
I think I started listening to part of that. Or there's another podcast that was talking
Well,
about
like
it.
she has the lady who's doing this. Why can't I find her name? Here, you see her name on here. She has another podcast, and she like briefly in one episode talked about this case, and then she kind of got stuck into it, and so
Let's see her name.
yeah, this podcast is
Daisy Egan. Strange and Unexplained with Daisy Egan.
That's Strange and Unexplained. Murder in Alliance, I don't think is Daisy Egan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. That's what's kind of weird. Episode website. Maybe it'll tell me on here. I'm sorry. This is gonna drive me nuts.
Maybe I know I listened to
You can
it.
always share it.
Somebody else.
Yeah. Anyway, it was just really good, and
Mhm.
I'm anxious to listen to as more of it comes out. So those are what I listened to, and I started your paranormal one, which was it's basically the 3 of us were trying to do a podcast.
It really is. Like
It's a lot of
they're
fun.
pretty funny.
I know I listened to something else, and now, of course, that's why I'm flipping through if I'm looking down all the time.
I
But
think that's it. I don't think I have a ton on here. I need
I
to.
just knocked my
I
glasses
have
off.
a feeling I'll probably be listening to a lot more during the summer because I'm kind of just bored with TV right now.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like
Yeah,
there's
so
something on it.
but I'm extremely excited for Bailey Sarian's Dark History podcast to
Yes.
start because I love her Murder, Makeup, Mystery Mondays. I love her. That's her. That's how she says it. I don't care. I love her. So I'm just really excited now she has a podcast. So now I can watch her on YouTube and I can listen to her when I want to listen to her. So that's it. That's all I got.
All right, so that's probably it for us.
That was pretty quick.
That was pretty quick.
See, I don't always ramble.
Okay, but we gotta get to the Midwest goodbye.
Right, that's what I was just gonna say.
That's so rude, so mean.
It's true.
I can't help it. I was born this way. I was born in Missouri, so
I know.
we're half Midwest goodbye, half Southern goodbye, which are both long-winded.
goodbyes, yes.
Yeah, they're you don't stand a chance.
So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that the weather where you are, hey, we've had sunshine 2 days in a row, which is a big deal because we had rain for 3 weeks straight.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
And it's supposed to rain tomorrow. But I think it's starting to get somewhat better because next weekend is like sunny and 80.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our field day at school was so I mean, I wasn't freezing, but I wore a sweatshirt and jeans.
I know it was actually very
It was
chilly,
chilly
yeah.
yesterday or Friday, whenever it was.
Very overcast, very muddy, but you know, it was fun. Everybody had a good time. So hope you get some stitching in. If you ever want to reach out to us, let us know. Just, you know, send us a message or send us an email or leave a comment below. And I promise I'll get better about getting back to them. And I hope you take care.
We won't, but she will.
Take care. We're gonna go watch some movies and eat some pizza.
So I'm gonna set this up here so I don't knock it over.
Oh, and I'm gonna drink my drink
Get your
tea.
tea back.
Unsweet tea.
Unsweet tea.
Well,
Yeah, Whitney's sweet tea.
You know,
sweet tea.
Whitney's
Well, I'm an
weird.
artificial sweet tea, not true sweet
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is like
artificial
which
sweetness.
is
that's like a
It's worse.
whole nother
Yeah,
level
it's a
of
whole
weird.
nother level.
Yeah, so unsweet tea all the way. All right, so take care. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
See you real soon.